What's up, Iowa City? I'm here with actor, comedian, and world champion Judah Friedlander. Judah, thanks for doing this for us.
Thank you. You got my credits in reverse order, but that's fine. It's world champion, stand up, and then acting is just something I do once in a while.
So, being the world champion,
Yes.
how did you become the world champion of the world?
Well, they had the world championships, and I won it. So it's an obvious question. You seem like a smart guy. I expected a little bit more of in depth of a first question, but that's fine.
Okay, how about...
I like this car, by the way. Thanks, man. This car's awesome.
Oh yeah, I love Max's car.
Yeah, I only do interviews in cars. Only Max's car.
Hell yes.
You know, some kid Jeff texted me from the school, and he was like, "Hey, I want to do an interview in my car." I'm like, "Nah, dude. Max's car is where it's at."
So probably in your long tenure as being the world champion, you've probably been challenged at least a few times. Have you been challenged by anybody famous?
People have challenged me, but were they a challenge? No. So yes, they did challenge me, but were anything difficult? No. Celebrities, have any celebrities challenged me? Some martial artist celebrities have, and they all failed.
So as world champion, what's your average day like? Because I'm thinking, the average Joe's day and the world champion's day have to be very, very different.
Well, it's usually about 40 chicks I hook up with before my first meal, and then things get busier and more exciting after that. Yeah.
That's the whole day, 40 chicks.
Well, that's just pre-breakfast, and then, maybe before lunch I'll solve a few mysteries, teach karate to some cops and CIA agents. That's just, that's before lunch, so, and then, more chicks before lunch also, and then some chicks after lunch, but that's just, that's more than most people most days, but,
Did that inspire How to Beat Up Anybody, your book?
Well, I wrote my book, How to Beat Up Anybody. It reached #1 in best-selling martial arts books on Amazon. Just want to let you know that. It's a very important book, the most important book in karate history. It's I made this book so that I can teach people karate, because it's a dangerous world out there. With the economy not so hot, crime goes up, and bullying is a big problem, and that's why I did this. Okay, why don't you slow down, Max, okay? You're scaring the cameraman. Smooth driving. We want this to be smooth. Think about the visuals.
Would you say with your worldly status, your worldly success, did that
It's
help?
called world champion. Yeah.
Would you say that helped you land a gig on 30 Rock?
No, that had nothing to do with it. 30 Rock, they obviously needed some sex appeal and ratings on that show, as well as critical acclaim. So they brought me in there to, add some esteem to the show. So I was like, all right, I'll do it. They give me free food, and it's a pretty easy schedule. So, and I wanted to help them out. They needed a break. Tina Fey and Alec Baldwin, their careers were a little static at the time, and I wanted to give them a bump. So I decided to go ahead and do 30 Rock, help them out.
Is there a world champion diet?
Yeah, I actually talk about that in my book. I have a whole chapter. I don't call it diet. I don't call it nutrition. I call it eating. I don't like to use fancy words that regular people can't really relate to. It's eating. Nutrition and eating are the same thing. Yeah, I tell you in my book how to make your own homemade world champion pizza sandwich, which is basically an extra large pizza, which means the pizza should be bigger than the box. It shouldn't be able to fit in the pizza box. It should be that large. And you basically add a lot of things to it. Some of them are tuna fish salad, baked pigeon, and kielbasa, because you want sea meat, land meat, and air meat.
Makes a lot of sense.
So when you eat a tuna, when you eat whatever a kielbasa comes from, which is, I think, a pig or a wild boar, and baked pigeon, which is in the air, you are gaining sea, land, and air fighting technologies when you eat that food. So that makes you a better fighter. It's not all about, and the more calories you eat, the better. Scientists will say that the opposite's true. You want power in your punches, you want more calories. I mean, think about it. How many scientists are good at karate? Name one. Exactly. There aren't any. I know what I'm talking about. More calories, more kicking power. And you want to eat the food as hot as possible. That gets you used to training for, difficult situations. And you want to also not barely chew your food. Because that works out your stomach muscles. If you chew your food, it makes it all soft and it's easier for your stomach to digest. You want to make the food difficult for your stomach to digest, which makes your stomach stronger, which gives you great abs.
Makes a whole lot of sense. Well, I'd like to thank you for doing this interview, Judah.
Thank you. And well done.
Thanks. Judah Friedlander, everybody. Let's kick it back to the desk.